Welcome to the Bros TV. And today we're going to talk about the BG Wealth Share. All right. So, people who may not know, we're going to get into BG Wealth Share, what's going on with it, and why so many people around the globe are in a big uproar about it. All right. So, BG Wealth Share is presented as a crypto investment group connected to the DSJ exchange. Basically, you trading cryptocurrency on this DSJ exchange. All right. Started overseas. I've seen the lifespan of the project being from anywhere from 2 to 4 years. And as of April 2026, they had 750,000 members plus globally. Now, the setup of this is members will receive 2 daily trading signals, which compounds your account balance by 1.3% daily. Now, your initial investment could be as low as $300, but $500 investment is when you start receiving bonuses as a referrer, and the member who coming on, right? So, for example, if a new member invests 500, the person who signed them on and that member both get a $25 bonus. And with that, when you sign up, both people get additional trading signals. Now, the trade signals not money-wise, it doesn't equal up to your regular trading signals, but it's, all the extra, it adds up. All right. So basically you get 1.3% daily, and and you see it in your DSJ exchange, and you see it compound daily. And so it lends to a situation to where if let's say you put 500 in, right? And you can calculate with that 1.3% that you will be at 55,000, right, in a year, things of that nature. All right. So you gotta know, bro, like situations like this it's a lifespan with it, right? It's a lifespan with it. So, a lot of times you'll hear, pyramid scheme, Ponzi schemes, scam, things of that nature, which could all be true, but you will have people who got in the earlier part of the project and were able to see money from something like this. So to them, they might not feel like it's a scam. All right. All right. So that's the overview of it. Now, what I noticed in the last month and a half, 2 months, has been a lot of people recruiting on social media and people talking about it in social media. And I didn't realize they had so many groups on social media. But with that, you got a lot of negative press as well, right? People saying, it's a scam, it's only a matter of time, back and forth. So, beginning of last month, you see that, and then the middle of last month, I'm pretty sure the leaders of the BG Wealth sharing, they saw that they had a IPO promotion with the DSJ exchange, saying DSJ is applying for this IPO, and we got this promotion. Anybody bring new members on at $1,000, you receive a third permanent signal. So that would take somebody who's getting 1.3% a day to 1.8% a day. Or if you already have the third permanent signal and you've reached a level to where that's a part of your, your rewards for recruiting people on, you will get a fourth permanent signal, right? That promotion was for 2 weeks, around 2 weeks from like mid-April to the end of April. It was so much negative press online, and positive, because you got a lot of people getting this third signal. You got a lot of people getting that 30 for 30. You hear me? So, okay, people on. You got the negative press, all that. It was such a heavy cloud around it to where me and a few friends of mine joked about that. If it lasted to the end of April, it's the coldest thing ever. You know what I'm saying? Because you could tell when it's just too negative, the noise is too loud. All right. So you got the promotion, people get people get more people on, the global numbers growing, people getting more money, they seen their third signal, their money is compounding at a higher percent. And then you get to May 2nd. All right, you get a message in bond chat. And I'm sorry, bond chat is where the users get the trading code to input into DSJ. you get a message in bond chat, and I'm gonna read some of it. DSJ is currently undergoing regulatory review. The audit department has found that some users have engaged in irregular activity suspected of tax evasion and have participated in prohibited arbitrage. All right. So basically what they're saying, you got people within the community who is violating policies of DSJ and you know things of that nature. But they're saying tax evasion. The one thing that stuck out with the tax evasion is that members say when you withdraw your money from the DSJ exchange, if your money hadn't doubled, you get a 20% tax just to move it within the site. And then to withdraw it to your crypto wallet, it's a 12% tax anyway. So how are they evading taxes? Now, that should be with that person in their government, whoever their government is. That shouldn't be with the members in DSJ because y'all already charging 12% tax when you withdraw. Right? Follow me. Due to the failing of the review, withdrawals are now suspended for audit and rectification. So they suspended the withdrawals, and another thing, they suspended sending the codes. Okay. But check, it's little stuff like this you gotta read. Initially, it says DSJ is currently undergoing regulatory review, right? Then after that, due to failing the review, withdrawals are now suspended. Wait, so are you undergoing the review or did the review fail? Because if it failed, you would have just said it failed from jump. This is how my brain works. All right. All members are required to pay a 12% tax fee, after which services will resume normal operation. Wait, what? So why are we paying a 12% tax fee, but you get 12% when okay. So that's a 12% tax fee based on the account balance of a member, right? So if you're a member, let's do a low big number like $50,000. You're gonna have to pay over $5,000 in taxes to the exchange. All right. So users have to pay the tax fee in between May 2nd and May 6th. And if they don't pay, the accounts will be shut down permanently. Man, what? So now, one, at least like initially, you're like, wait, what? What? That doesn't make sense. But then you have a group of people who so locked in and believe this shit so much. And I'm not knocking it. That they like, oh shit, I pay the fee. How you pay the fee? But you're not saying how to pay the fee though. You're not saying how to pay the fee, right? So it comes out that to pay the fee, you would have to deposit into the DSJ exchange into your account 12% of your account balance. Another red flag. Oh, no, who asks you to deposit more to get your money? Okay. After that, it changes to, and this is via messages in the bond chat group. Members say, turn your money in your account, your fee into your senior leader. So the money can come from one account as opposed to so many multiple accounts. Wait, what? That didn't make sense. It's like if everybody adds money to their account themselves, why would people, what if the senior leader is not paying the 12% tax? How would you determine who is the senior leader wouldn't the person, if I'm here, the person who put me on right above me, would that be my senior leader or would it be the person above them? Like that's how my mind works. So let's just stop right there. Like anytime anything is asking you for more money to either continue making money with them or to get your money that's supposedly existing with them, it's over with. The play over with, right? Plot twist. The evening of May 2nd, people throughout the company, I guess, or members of the, of the wealth sharing group sending links to Telegram. And a Telegram link leads to a BG group. And basically in that group, a message from what will be assumed, allegedly, the professor saying that, no, don't pay the 12% tax. We've been hacked. We've been hacked. We've been hacked. Don't do it. Message after message. We've been hacked. Don't do it. So it's like, all right. Okay. Now, one thing about Telegram is the grimiest of the grimy. Like, you give a motherfucker a Telegram link, but I know it's some grimy stuff going on. This is what I know. So you got that. But the thing about it is, like, don't pay the tax. We've been hacked. And then they say we've been hacked by China. Like, what? Like, hackers in China, hackers from China. We've been hacked by China. I don't know. That's kind of a blanket statement. So they're working this. So they say they're working on a resolve. Cool. So that's the end of May 2nd. Then you get to May 3rd. Now keep in mind, this period to pay the taxes is from May 2nd to May 6th. So you got people real life paying this shit. I know people in real life paid the tax. Okay. You get to May 3rd, the morning of May 3rd. You get a flurry of messages. Now you in bond chat. So you got bond chat still going that is supposed to be hacked. You got users, leaders, everything going in bond chat. Then you got a whole group in Telegram saying, and it's not as jumping, but it's saying like this it's hacked over there. Boom. Bond chat come this morning. Members say messages from what appeared to be Stephen Beard, the professor, come, and basically you're not even addressing the issue. You're kind of just talking about how hard this is being, sending screenshots from what appears to be messages between him and the hacker, and saying that, he can't believe his own people betrayed him, stuff like that. And then guess what? A trade signal code comes through. Boom. Floodgates back open. We back. Members say. And, people put the trade code in. You go to DSJ, put the trade code in. It went through. Added the percentage to your account, right? So now it's just even more. It just feel like a big confusion play to do a rug pull. That's what it feel like, a big confusion play to run off with the invisible money. All right. So now signal goes through. You kind of thinking, all right, they're back. And then you get messages from senior leaders throughout the company or in the project. Do not click any links in bond chat. It's still hacked. Do not put any codes in that they send it. So it's like, man, like when certain plays, bro, that unfold. Like I said in the beginning, it's a lifespan thing. It's how long it's gonna last. But you also gotta know, don't risk nothing you can't afford to lose. And even if you can't afford to lose it, no, you might not get this back. You know what I'm saying? It's always, if you in a play like that, take profits. If you see profits, take profits. Have a strategy on when you gonna start pulling. But this shit, it feel like, I ain't gonna lie. When you see some of the messages in the bond chat, it feel real hackish. It feel real hackish. It's you could just see, if you looking at it hard enough, you could see it look real hackish. But that doesn't mean that this not the end of the run for BG either. So either it's really hacked, and that's gonna be a lot to recover from, because you're not gonna have the trust of so many of your members at that point. And it go on for however long it lasts. Or it's a whole big confusion play to just vanish with everybody was, what they thought money. And y'all gotta think, bro, if Man, that money, the only money that you should consider yours that you will see on the screen is the money you put in. And even once you put that bitch in, that's not yours no more. So, this is an imaginary number till you get it to some form or another exchange where you can utilize it, where you could transfer it and, actually get it. Um, but to anybody, man, look, anybody on the real who paying that tax 12%, because you got screenshots in bond chat of leaders in BG sending screenshots that this person paid, and then they doing weird hacker shit like putting the username member this and member this amount. But just because you show a transaction on the exchange from a crypto wallet to wherever, one crypto wallets, we don't know these addresses. Like you could just make a crypto move, screenshot it. You can just go to your DSJ exchange and take what would be the 12% and put it in another account, in the exchange account, and it would appear that you screenshot they did it. It's not like man, anybody considering paying that 12% that hasn't. If you paid it already, that is what it is. That's what you want to do. I'm not one of them people trying to criticize anybody about their money. It's just for awareness and knowledge. But man, for real, if anybody would see this and they haven't paid the 12%, don't pay no 12%, dog. Ride it out and see how it go. Best case scenario, if they hacked, get it resolved, regular scheduled programming. If it's not hacked, it's over with. Franchise, make sure y'all subscribe to the Bros TV network. And man, have you joined BG? Do you know somebody? Let me know in the comments your thoughts about BG wealth sharing in this whole fiasco. Until next time.